Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be ranking all 6 pistols in Resident Evil 4 Remake from worst to best, based on my opinion and my gameplay with them. So as a disclaimer, these are all my opinions. None of these are complete truth, because everyone is free to enjoy and favour their own weapons within this game. So let's get to it. Starting off weak with the Punisher. This is a weapon obtained by using spinels in the trading. So let's give it an examine. We have a maximum firepower of 1.9, an ammo capacity of 24, reload speed of 1.5, rate of fire of 1.9, and a precision of 4.5. This weapon's exclusive is a 5x penetration power, which allows it to penetrate through 5 enemies, and it is compatible with the laser sight. Now, the firepower really lets this weapon down. It's good in all the other aspects. The recoil is fairly nice. I'm going to fire a few shots here. It actually has the best recoil in the game for a handgun, and also great precision, but the firepower is so astronomically bad. The weapon, for me, is almost unusable, especially in the late game, because it's just not enough to kill something. You always have to use a bigger weapon. So I have to rank this as the worst pistol in the game. Next up, and very hard for me to place this here as it is my favourite weapon in the original game, is the Red 9. Let's give it a examine. This weapon is obtained on the boat after the Del Lago fight. We have a maximum firepower of 2.7 times 1.5, which comes to around 4.02, which is the highest firepower in the game for a pistol. We have an ammo capacity of 16, a reload speed of 1.25, a rate of fire of 1.26, and a precision of 3. This weapon is not compatible with the red laser. It is compatible with its own stock, but I do not have it. The stock reins in the recoil and makes the weapon more precise, and the exclusive obviously times the power by 1.5. So I'm not even going to talk. I'm just going to fire this weapon, and you can see how astronomically bad it is. Okay, we're going to talk. I shot up here. How did the bullet go down there? You can see. The precision and the recoil on the Red 9 is so bad. And it is a real downside, because the firepower is amazing. If you want to use the stock, yeah, use the stock, but it's a waste of your spinels. Buy something else. I wouldn't, commit to this weapon that much. I would just use a better pistol. You can get better pistols earlier on. But if you really want to use it, use it. But I would not, because, yeah, the firepower is good, but you're not going to be hitting 90% of your shots with a spread like that. It's ridiculous. So that places the Red 9 as the second worst pistol in the game. Coming up next is the SG-09R, Leon's stock pistol. You start with this weapon. Let's give it an examine. You have a firepower maxed at 2.0, a capacity of 18, a reload speed of 1.4, rate of fire of 1.5, and a precision of 4. It is compatible with the laser sight, and the exclusive gives it a 5x critical hit rate. Critical hit would be a headshot. So let's fire it. The recoil is fairly nice. And the spread is nothing too bad. The exclusive is very fun to use on this weapon, because hitting headshots just feels so much more rewarding as you see the head explode from a million miles away. I have used this weapon on a complete playthrough before. It does start to lack in the late game, but it is usable. You can use this weapon throughout the entire game and face little to no issues with it. So that places the SG-09R as the third worst and fourth best pistol in the game. It's not the best. I think it makes for good mid-ground. It's not the best, but it's not the worst pistol either. Next up, we have an interesting one. We have the Matilda. This is obtainable from the trading store after you defeat Salazar, I believe. You can get it when you first come to the island. We have a firepower of 2.0, an ammo capacity of 30 times 2 with the exclusive, brings up to 60 plus 1, which is a crazy capacity. It makes it almost like a bottomless pit for your ammo. A reload speed of 1.4, a rate of fire of 1.6, and a precision of 3.50. This weapon is not compatible with the laser sight. It has its own stock though, we'll get to that in a minute. Recoil is fairly nice and easy to handle. The spread is worse. The sound for this weapon is my favourite firing sound out of any of the pistols in the game. We're now going to equip the stock. This stock reins in the recoil and the spread and allows you to fire 3 shots at a time, which we're going to do now. As you can see there, it is very fast. The stock makes this weapon a bit busted, because if you can time your clicks right, you can almost fully automatic this. I'll try to give it a try. As you can see there, I've emptied my entire clip in a matter of seconds because of how quickly you can just melt through the ammo with this thing. If you want to use a stock with it, sure. I would not recommend it. Ammo is hard enough to come by in this game, and using the 3-round burst with the Matilda just makes it a waste. It's a great gun, sure, but don't melt through your ammo like that. That places the Matilda at the 3rd best weapon in the game. Pistol, goddammit. 3rd best pistol in the game. Now for the 2nd best pistol in the game, we have the Blacktail. This is the smallest pistol in the game here, it only takes up 4 tile slots. We have a maximum firepower of 2.40 times 1.5, which comes to around 3.4, something around that much. It's a good firepower. Ammo capacity 13, reload speed of 1.6, rate of fire of 2.20, and precision of 4.20. This has the highest precision for a pistol that is not compatible with a laser sight. The exclusive, obviously, multiplies the firing power by 1.5. So let's give it a shot. The whole thing with this weapon is it's supposed to be just overall good. As you can see, the precision on the screen is great. We're going to fire a few shots here. I'm going to step back. Now, I didn't even notice there. I went through my entire capacity without even noticing. That's the one bad thing about this weapon, along with the fact that it can't be used with a laser sight. It has a freakishly low capacity. In the original game, the ammo capacity was 35, and it got nerfed to 13, which is awful. The recoil is great, the fire rate is great, and the firepower is great. You cannot go wrong with the Blacktail. Wholeheartedly, you cannot go wrong with it. This is a great weapon to use. And that places the Blacktail as the 2nd best pistol in the game. Now, it feels wrong, but this is the best pistol in the game for me, the Sentinel 9. This is a pay-to-win weapon, and it is almost a direct upgrade from the, the stock pistol. It has a firepower of 1.90, an ammo capacity of 31, a reload speed of 1.3, a rate of fire of 2, and a precision of 4. This weapon is compatible with a laser sight, and it does have a 5x critical hit rate as an exclusive. As I said, it's a direct upgrade from the unstock handgun. Now, you'll look at me and go, what? How is the best weapon only got a firepower of 1.90? You're going to be aiming for the head most times, and with that 5x critical hit rate, all of those heads are going to be exploding. So, this weapon is amazing. The capacity is amazing. The recoil is okay. The spread is a bit bad, but you'd be using a laser sight. But the only downside to it, and it's a very big downside, is it is a pay-to-win weapon. You do have to buy this weapon with real-life money, and it feels a bit cheaty to use because you can get it at the exact start of the game. But it is, for me, the best and most versatile and rewarding handgun to use in the game. So, that is all handguns in Resident Evil 4 Remake, ranked from worst to best, given of my opinion. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope this gives you some insight into which pistol you would use during your playthrough. And if not, then that's fine. I hope you all have a good day, and goodbye. Now it